Welcome back to Keystone Hobbies. If you like our content, feel free to help support us over on patreon.com/Keystone Hobbies. The, dis- the Discord link will be in the description. I'm Greg.
Tyler.
I'm AJ.
And I'm John.
Wow.
It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, we took a week off last week.
You know what? We've been busy. We've been working hard. I think we at least deserve a day off here and there.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
How you guys been?
Real good actually. Last night Eric and I had a Christmas party to go to for some of my old coworkers back at the prison. So it was a lot of fun being able to see a lot of my friends, and it was crazy because like only two of them in our group is still working at the prison. Everyone else has left.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was talking to him about stuff, and it's so crazy like how bad it has gotten since I left.
I can't imagine it gotten better.
Well, so like in order to have a full staff, like they need to have like 29 people. They only have 24. So every day they are short 5 people.
And
So
4 of them are rovers.
yeah. So and like I was at and like they're telling me too, like people are still calling off. So those 5 people that they're missing, then you're gonna add the people that are still calling off. So like people are getting mandated every day.
See, that's not the question I want answered. The question I want answered is how many of the people that were shitbags are still there?
Wait, a lot.
Uh,
Still bad.
Probably.
no guarantee. But like my one buddy, he told me that he just got mandated 7 times in the last 2 weeks.
Here's my
Right.
resignation.
Yeah, sometimes I like genuinely miss it, but no.
I miss the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like a mandation once in a while is okay, but when you're that understaffed where you're getting mandated like every day, every other day, that's not cool.
Oh my God, no. I had to get out of there. Like getting mandated 2 or 3 times a week, like is absolutely unbelievable. Doing those 16-hour shifts, it kills you.
Yeah,
Taylor
who
would
wants to
know.
work
Taylor
16-hour
would
shifts more than half the week?
No, then I was so glad to get out of there. But again, it was nice to be able to talk to everybody. Like I haven't seen the guy who hosted the party. I haven't seen him since I left the prison like 2 years ago. So it was good to catch up with everybody. Everyone's been doing really good since they got the hell out of there. So it was a nice little catch up with everybody. Uh, my least favorite person was also there. Oh, you know who it is.
Oh,
Greg.
yep, I
Yeah,
know. I had to
yeah.
think about it for a little bit because they haven't been in the picture for a long time.
And I was surprised that he was even there, but I think
Well,
it's because he said that he's getting sober.
Well, I'm also surprised that whoever your friend was that invited you, I'm very surprised that they didn't tell you beforehand.
I don't. He doesn't know about it. I didn't try to like air it out to everybody and be like, "Yo, do you know what this motherfucker did?" It's like I tried to
Uh,
keep it kind of like low and like only tell like a couple of people. I didn't want to
right.
be like throwing it out there to the fucking the world. So he didn't know. Like I said, I haven't like really seen or talked to the guy for almost 2 years, so it's not like he knew. But like the entire night he was there, he only drank water. So good on him. I mean, do I forgive him? Fuck no. But good on him that he finally realizes that he has a problem and he's trying to fix it. So,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
so
I mean, step one.
yeah. So good on him. Again, like there's no drama there. So it was a good night.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Dude, the guy, the guy who hosted the party, one of his friends is a DJ, and he brought all of his music equipment there too.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
I was like, dude, this is high class. It's like, holy shit.
That
But
must be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Played some beer pong and flip cup, or at least everyone else did, because I don't really drink. So,
We
uh,
before my 30th, I would love to close in the porch, like the side porch.
yeah,
I would like to throw up some wood and maybe some like plastic liner. That way we can have like a heater out there and actually be outside, possibly.
hmm
Yeah.
That I think that'd be pretty sweet. We can easily put a fold up table out there and play some beer pong, maybe.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Might still have my fold up table from when I used to have my PC set up on it.
I mean,
Oh, we've been there. Well, I've been there at least.
we have our fold-out table, so if you need one, or if you need more than one, we can bring ours too. So,
No, I have one.
okay, awesome. Um, what about you guys? Anything fun for the week or the weekend?
I'll have AJ go because mine's gonna be pretty long.
Oh,
Um, no, mine's been good. I've just been working. Getting a little bit sick of Dead by Daylight. I started playing Overwatch 2. That's pretty much what I've just been getting myself into. Really enjoying Overwatch so far. It's different. I have no idea what I'm doing, but
That's
we're
me and
getting
COD, dude.
yeah, we're getting there.
Like I don't
But
know the maps. I'm just like walking
yeah,
around and boom, I'll get laid out and it's like, oh, okay. I won't go
the,
there next time.
it's always rough just not being on a fresh start with everyone in a game.
Yep.
Always will, but so give props to anybody that does that because feels bad.
So for my week, I clocked in 69 and a half hours into Midnight Suns.
nice.
And I really enjoyed myself.
Damn, Greg,
As
were you getting paid time and a half for that?
no, nope. John, I wasn't even getting straight time.
Oh, jeez. Just piddling it all away. Well, was the game fun?
The game was a lot of fun. The combat system, I was a little weary about it at first, being like kind of heavy and like the card sort of mechanic, but it was just enough to call it a card mechanic. It's not. It didn't really feel like the card mechanics held you back in any way. If anything, it allowed you to make more actions with it than without it. It seems because like XCOM, you would just move a character, attack if they're able to, and then face the direction that you'll take oncoming damage, so you don't take like blind spot hits or anything. With this game, you don't need to worry about your blind spots. Before you get attacked, you automatically look that direction. So combat's pretty forgiving. You can get into like a tight spot every now and then, but as long as you don't take like three tanks with you in the game or three damage dealers and you're taking a lot of damage, you're gonna be good.
Yeah, a lot of those movement type of games like that, where you have a lot of control over your units and all that, there is like a flanking damage where somebody comes in behind you and hits you. So you have to worry about your movement for that. So for this game, does that focus the movement towards being aggressive more than defensive, or and like hitting combos and stuff?
Yeah, it's definitely more offensive oriented for sure. You do get some of status effects like counter and stuff like that, so you can do damage defensively, but for the most part, it's just okay. The game just started. Do your best to just wipe out all the characters turn one, and then when you get reinforcements in turn two and turn three, you're not as swamped. You're kind of rewarded killing the people ASAP rather than take strategical like
You get punished for taking your
Yeah.
time, basically, because they have more
Yeah.
time to stack status effects and that type of thing.
And
Okay.
more enemies come in every turn, and so
Gotcha. So they put you on a real clock for that game.
yeah.
That's awesome. If that wasn't a Marvel property, would you play it? Would you recommend it still?
Yeah, I mean, I like the XCOM games. I really enjoyed myself. Like this game was a like the combat just drew to me. So I would play this game on a different IP. Just the fact that it was Marvel was just like icing on the cake for me.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean there aren't a lot of games where you can control Wolverine on PC. I have a buddy, my buddy Wayne. He was super pumped for this game, and he's been playing it a lot too. Nothing compared to what you're playing it, Greg, but yeah,
I
no,
am done with the game, so
You beat it?
there's that. Yeah, I beat
Yeah.
it. I beat it yesterday.
Nice.
I was really surprised because there's not that many games that I feel like have that long of a story either.
Well, a lot of it was just like I got into the swing of things, and I just did a lot of like not side missions, but it the game revolves around like a day-night cycle. So you like wake up in the morning, you can go around, talk to people, increase your relationship. You get to go to the yard, pick a sparring partner to help you out in combat and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff to do in the day. And then once you're done, you can go to the mission board, do a mission, and then upon completing that mission, you will be thrown into nighttime, and then you can go around and have like one-on-one time with certain heroes, build your relationships up even further. When you get their relationship level to the max, you can get their like their ultimate clothing, like their Midnight Suns costumes that you see on the title. You get those when you well, the last mission, everyone supplied them, but you actually get to have them for different missions and stuff like that once you max out their friendship level. But
That's pretty
a
awesome.
lot of the game was just hey, you know what? Instead of doing the story mission, I want to do this other mission. It gives me different resources and use them. So it kind of draws you to just do your own thing instead of mission for the story mode. And I like that.
Cool.
Awesome,
Uh,
awesome. So, go ahead, AJ.
Is there like any sort of like playability afterwards, like after you get all the missions done?
There is a new game plus, and some of your when I say it's a relationship builder game, you get to respond certain ways compared to normal games. So if I don't want to give away any of the story,
Greg,
but
is it a dating sim?
no,
All right, so it's not a tactical combat / dating
If-
sim, but does it feel like it at all with this relationship system?
oh, it definitely does. It really does. It's just the game's awesome. Check it out. There's the Avengers there. There's some X-Men there. There's also some Midnight Suns there. So it's kind of neat to see this weird dynamic where like the Avengers are like they're like a more powerful group in some ways. So the Avengers are kind of looked at like doing their own thing because they're so used to doing it that way. And now they need help from the Midnight Suns, but they don't ask for help. So your character's kind of like the mediator in that sense, where you need to kind of stop their bickering and actually tell certain characters like, no, look, you're overstepping. You need to back off a little bit and stuff like that.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
There's some, depending on how you respond to people, will increase 1 of 2 meters, which is the light side and dark side. I don't know if it affects story, but I know it affects the cards you unlock and ultimately like what relationships you can further. Characters like the Midnight Suns, they kind of they're happy when you do like dark responses, and people like the Avengers, they like the light responses. So you can balance it. You don't need to go one way or the other. You could, like, my character was mainly on the light side, but there was some times I responded with something that would increase my dark side, just because that's how I would have responded. But no, I like it. There's a lot of things to do, and I really wanted to just go through like both the dark side and the light side, and I wanted to do everything in this game, but maybe I'll go back to it. But for the most part, these kinds of games, I just beat them and drop them.
Fair enough.
Not saying that's a bad thing for Midnight Suns, but that's just not me as a person. I'm sure if that was me as a person, I would be playing through this game a second time for sure. But
Are there challenge options and like things like that, like different levels that you play in the story mode that you can play
oh
like certain challenges and like puzzles for somebody who wants more replayability out of the game?
yeah, so I played through the game on normal at first, and you get certain like mods that will change the difficulty and increase the rewards, increase the experience gain, but it's harder. I think I was on Heroic 1, which it goes Heroic 2, Heroic 3, and then I think it's like Legendary or something like that. Maniac, something. But I thought Heroic 1 was very difficult.
Oh.
There was a lot of times like you're maybe lucky killing one person a turn. So maybe I was underleveled for that to be on Heroic 1, but regardless, there's different difficulty scales that, you know, if you want a harder experience, you can.
You know, I've noticed that you've been playing that pretty much hardcore this whole week.
Yeah. Yep.
I need a graph of Greg's hours and his sleep schedule.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
true.
he's like. Did this affect your 8 hours of sleep at all?
Multiple days it did, yeah.
Wow, that's honestly saying a lot coming from you.
Yep.
So it must be a really good game, because I mean, you're willing to let the world burn if it meant that you got your 8 hours of sleep. So.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we'll just leave it there. I was going to add on to that, but no.
Nah, we'll save that for another day. We know what you would say.
Mm-hmm. Those close to me would.
Yeah. Yep.
But I've been playing Call of Duty now, Modern Warfare 2.
So, being on that topic, you're talking about maps and stuff like that. So, like, have you not played the original COD 2?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But
So
Modern
are
Warfare
there,
2?
yeah.
Yeah.
So are there different maps, or are they all the same, just revamped, or?
There's some that are revamped. I think the one is it's not firing range, but that's what I want to call it.
Shoot
It's
House.
not what?
Isn't Shoot House in there?
That must be it.
From the last Modern Warfare 2019.
I thought there was one before that. Hold on. What do you say that was?
Shoot
Shooting
House?
House?
Yeah, just Shoot House.
Yeah, it's Shoot House. But I thought that came out in like Black Ops or something. I don't know.
No.
There's a lot of maps. A lot of maps look familiar, so I can only imagine they were from previous games. But it's been a challenge playing on certain maps that I don't know that well. And there's people that have been playing for years who know these maps, and so. Then again, I'm
Wow.
doing pretty well as far as like my kill death ratio. So
Well, that's good.
Yeah, where are you sitting at with that, buddy?
I don't know. And I don't want to log on and check, but I hope it's over 1.0.
That'd be good. So do they have my top two favorite maps was always Rust and Terminal. Please tell me they have
I
those.
I thought I heard that Terminal is on.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing Rust though.
Oh, come on, that's a classic. That's where everyone went to settle their beef with Rust. That's like Rust is like as, in my opinion, as knowable as Nuketown.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I liked Terminal. I think more.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, Terminal was better, but like when we played Call of Duty by ourselves against each other, AJ, like it was either Terminal
Or
or it
Rust.
was Rust. Like there was
Yeah.
never anything else.
So the returning maps from Modern Warfare 2 are Terminal, High Rise, and Quarry. From Modern Warfare 3, they're bringing back Observatory, and then from COD 4, they're bringing back Showdown.
Okay, really? Okay.
Interesting.
High Rise.
So-
Another favorite.
High rises for you?
I remember like the stupid little jump puzzle that they let you do in High Rise. That was just like one of my favorite things. Like no other map since High Rise I think has ever done something like weird like that. Um, just this insanely hard jump that you can do to just get out of the map on purpose.
That's true. Now, I mean, probably here after the holidays, I'll end up grabbing myself the game so I can join. I don't know. What about John and AJ? You guys going to answer the call?
Yeah.
After the
Yeah.
call.
I'm gonna see how long Greg sticks with this game first.
So very
But-
valid.
John likes, well, see, it's a double-edged sword with John and I, because John wants me to wait and see how long I play these games, because he doesn't want to buy a game and then me just drop it the next week. But what he doesn't understand is if he waits too long,
You're gonna drop it.
it's inevitable that it will happen, and more likely than not, right after he gets the game anyway, because he waits me to play it for 3 months, then yeah, it's more likely I'm gonna drop it.
So, John, then the question comes down to is like, what's your wait time limit? Because again, I mean, it might have been an exaggeration.
Can't be
with
too
Greg saying-
long.
If you say 3 months, then yeah, that's obviously too long of a wait. Are you like gonna make him wait like a
Yeah.
year? It's like, you know what? It's like
So-
it's been a year.
So
The
for
sooner-
me to buy a $70 game, and to start playing it, and to have Greg just be like, "Meh, I'll do something else." I think the odds of me wanting to do that are super low. So I'm very risk adverse to getting this game in the first place. Because I can see Greg having some fucking really, really bad match where he's like, fuck this game, I'm done. And he never touches it again. So really it comes down to it. Like, it's a $70 game. It's near Christmas. So I'm probably going to wait until at least after the new year and after I have my new computer put together. Because I want to look at the game and the best details and graphics possible.
That's fair.
But yeah, I remember playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation, and that was one of the only FPSs other than like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark that I really got into for an extended period of time. I got pretty good at it, but that was all on console and controller. So when I'm trying to click on heads, that's a way different ball game. So we'll see.
I miss aim assist.
Yeah.
It's only a controller away, AJ.
I mean, like Call of Duty was always like my game. So like, if Greg wants to go into it, I'll happily go back into it. I think my veteran PTSD rage moments might kick back in a little bit, but you know, it'll be worth it.
Now, majority of the reasons why I stop playing the games that I do is because, for instance, if a game, for instance, Call of Duty, the more I play with randoms, the more I hate this fucking game. So the sooner I can get people on and replacing those randoms, the better.
Yeah, that's fair. So like I said, I played Call of Duty for the longest time, and the thing, and that was the only game I played. So the thing that made me stop playing was pretty much just like my committed goals to like being fit and an MMA fighter. So once I like slowly started doing all that stuff, I was like, I don't have time to play games anymore. But then when I worked second shift at the prison, then that's when I got back into it. And then you guys wanted to start doing Dead by Daylight, so I'm like, all right, it's time to put the gloves down and we'll move on to another game because you guys were pretty much stuck with Dead by Daylight. Try to do Sea of Thieves. Never played a single game with you guys.
Oh, don't worry, you didn't miss much. The game is trash.
$20 later or something stupid. I don't remember how much it was, but I played for like five minutes and never played with anybody.
I vote that we play a game of Sea of Thieves with Tyler, just so that he has to rebuy it for PC.
Oh no, I'll go straight over to the Xbox.
And then never play. Like, yeah, we'll play
never
with
play
you.
again. Or like
no.
we're in the lobby and Greg, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, something came up. I have to hop off really quick. I'll be back." And then you just never return. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's awkward." Well,
And then you see your Steam notification pop up that I started playing COD 2.
Greg is playing Midnight Suns.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay, I'll fuck myself.
I guess they had something better to do. But no, I'd be totally down with getting back into Call of Duty. I've always loved it. Modern Warfare 2 was always my top favorite game anyways. So the fact that they just did a remake. Oh no, for me it's been the best.
Not really a remake.
Well, okay, so I've already seen that Ghost is totally different looking. I heard the storyline's different. Shepard's not even the same looking dude anymore either. So it's kind of a remake.
Yeah, it is. It's weird to me. It just feels like, they just made
like
a whole different story and then just slapped the Modern Warfare sticker on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With it's like it's still Modern Warfare 2. It's like, but the storyline's different. But it's Modern Warfare 2.
See, now to be fair, I don't play the games for the story mode. I never did.
Modern Warfare 2 was like the only Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were the only ones I cared for the story about.
2, 3, and Black Ops 1 are the ones that I played through the story. I didn't play through any others.
She didn't play through Black Ops 2.
I don't think so, no.
Mason.
I really don't care about... Wait, Mason, was that the time when you were on the electrical chair? When the guy's interrogating you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I did play through that, but I don't play those games for the story, man. I
play it for the multiplayer.
I was so pissed when I was younger because I had to wait for the campaign to download before I could download the multiplayer. And I always hated that because I never once played the campaign at all for those. So it's like, no, skip that download. Just download the multiplayer.
I mean, I've played every campaign, but like I said, Modern Warfare 2 and 3, those were the only ones I'm like, I would happily go back and do the whole campaigns over just because I thought the story was very good. Plus, back then AJ and I didn't have internet, so
Had to find whatever we could do.
It was either campaign or AJ and I would go 1v1, so.
Imagine living a life where your opponent is AJ.
Well, back then,
that sucks.
I was not the man I used to be. No. I am today.
Back in the day, I was the top gamer, and AJ was the Padawan, but now he's become the master.
I just started my villain arc.
Yeah.
It all started. AJ's villain arc started all the way back in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Dragon Ball.
Yep, and now you suffer the consequences today.
Yeah.
Tenfold.
It all started that day, and then it just went downhill from there.
And now you're getting blind on Dead by Daylight.
And teabagged. I'm like, that's like, you know what? I deserved that. I gave AJ a lot of punishment back in.
So I had something come up on my feed today, and apparently this aunt is suing her niece because, as a prank, he destroyed her $20,000 coat.
Well, I mean, if it
Um,
was just a prank, bruh, right? That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, why so serious? It's just a joke.
I'm doubling down, not the asshole.
I agree, because why would you ever have a $20,000 coat?
Keep
You
your
are
toys
just
locked away.
seriously, yeah.
Unless
Or
you
just
have
take all that
to throw
money and
around.
just throw it at your fucking window, because that's what you're doing. Some people just shouldn't have nice things.
or just get rid of the kid. Goddamn
Well,
infestation.
yeah. Well, that was mistake number one, is having the kid. And then mistake number two was, hey, I have this infant. Let me buy this $20,000 coat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, his underwear has holes in it and socks holes in it. Oh, but I have this $20,000 coat.
Priorities. Make
Yeah.
yourself better. Forget what the kid feels like.
Or it was probably some girl that her baby dad she collects unemployment from and then just save that shit up to buy that coat.
Probably. She probably like idolizes Nicki Minaj and Amber Heard.
That's just
Like,
Neat. Hey,
$20,000 is it's ridiculous for clothing.
So I played a lot of Dead by Daylight this week. I played a little 7 Days to Die. I finally got Iridescent 1 for Killer on Dead by Daylight. I haven't done that
Holy
before, so
shit.
I've just
So you
been
had-
playing a shit ton of it.
I still can't get that.
You still haven't gotten there.
Well, so last night I was one away. I was like one of the
One pip
pips.
away. Yeah.
Yep. Then I get on and it's my first game on, and 2 people DC right away. I'm thinking, oh shit, like I'm gonna try and make it worthwhile, and I'll help these guys like farm. I should be able to get just that 1 pit.
Yeah.
I did not get that 1 pit.
Oh.
And then the next game, my router decided, hey, you worked fine. We worked fine with you the first game, but you're on your own this time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Didn't work. I was at 600 ping the entire game.
That's a bad game.
Yeah. So lost a pit. Restarted my internet. Even did like a match of Survivor and make sure that my internet was like everything was all right. Went back to try Killer again. Rinse and repeat. 600 ping. I stopped playing Dead by Daylight for the rest of the night.
Oh no, buddy. Oh, that sucks, man.
So I'm 3 pips away now from getting Iridescent 1, but we'll get there at some point.
That sucks.
Hey, yeah,
Like-
what until Tuesday, right?
You know what? I can be convinced to play and help you get that today.
Well, you're
What?
playing Killer though, right?
Yeah, that would be for
I thought
Yeah.
you meant Survivor.
Yep.
no.
I had a similar situation, a little bit reversed though. So, the survivors were all really cool. I used party streamers, and just so happens one of the survivors used party streamers. I needed 2 pips in order to advance.
They wanted to farm because of the 2 party streamers.
They really wanted to farm, and Whiskers just wasn't having it. So with the mastermind, I ended up getting all 4 of them hooked in the basement. And it was so sweaty. It was so disgusting to watch. And I felt really bad. But yeah, I had everybody on death hook, and they kept trying to, I don't know what they were doing, but I was the villain. I was the monster.
Never
The
feel bad for
mastermind.
your actions.
Yep. Now, do you lose rank after you've reached the top rank? So if I was to play another one, I'd lose, right? Or
Nope.
oh, it locks me in. Cool. All right.
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. You can just totally mess around. You'll never lose that rank until 14th.
You know what a good person would do? I think to make up for that last game and screwing those Survive with Friends or whoever they were, I think I go on as killer a couple times and just make sure survivors get a shit ton of points and, do a lot of objectives to me. Just play a couple good games to help survivors out.
Do you have a Ghostface?
I do.
Everyone appreciates a nice Ghostface.
All right.
That's
that
my
in
new main right now is Ghostface. I absolutely love Ghostface
Same
right
with
now.
Tiffany.
I always let, for the most part, 90% of the time, I let one person live.
Yeah, I usually will.
After I hook everybody, I'll give them a chance. I'll try and find a hatch for them. If they don't come around for the hatch after like a couple of minutes, because I got things to do, I got more matches to try and go do. I'll close it and then try and like find like one of the doors and tell them it's like, hey, go. Leave.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
Get out of here, you stupid dog.
I've had like 2 or 3 people, I can't remember, that were like totally like pacifist on me and would not like go to the door of the hatch. I'm like, go. Go?
Then the end game collapse starts going and you're like, oh, I guess they just want to die.
No, then I'm like, well, then I guess you choose death, and then I just kill them, and then I type in a message, and I'm like, bro, I was like, go.
Just GTFO, I want to go to the next game.
But this whole week, I've been dealing with a lot of survivors disconnecting. I don't know about like you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of like I just had it today before we started this episode. I hooked one guy, his first hook, and then he DC'd. I'm like, it's like, dude, it was like the match just started for you, bro. I was like,
I've been there.
I mean,
Greg's like, I've been that guy.
I did go stealth mode and I crouched and I was like right behind him, and then I slashed him and knocked him down.
Sometimes like it might not even be bad the way that you got them down, and then they disconnect. And I just sit there and think, I'm like, what kind of awful game did you have last game that made you want to do this?
What put you in this mindset that this is how you need to play the game moving forward?
Who hurt you, and do you need a friend?
Right.
It's probably from October when everyone was playing Ghostface.
Yeah.
I was getting real close there, like, oh, it's Ghostface again. I'm just leaving, eating the fucking ban timer, and then I'm hopping back in.
Yeah,
I
we
was
don't.
still going up against him every single time.
Yeah, Halloween time, like I was dealing with a lot of Ghosty and Michael.
Tyler, I still won't ever forget that double iridescent add-on Michael Myers that we went against.
That was horrible. That
And
was it.
That sounds terrible.
We had absolutely no chance of winning that. Not even.
I don't know how we didn't even get out in the first place, because like double iridescent add-on, he has to fully stalk every single survivor. So I think we still had like 3 generators left.
He played very pacifist in the beginning, just like hiding from afar. It's like, I'm gonna fuck these guys up real quick. Just watch.
And the only reason I got out was because he was too greedy and he wanted to be able to mori me instead of just hooking me. And
See, I'm pretty sure we've all been there, but a case of the bad feelings is when you're dipping on someone right at the exit gate, and you go down, and they pick you up, and then they carry you to the hook.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be pretty sweet what if someone was getting cocky on you like that? You knock them down and then moried them right there at the gate. That would be hilarious.
That would be great.
I actually saw a TikTok of that. So you know how Pyramid Head, whenever you're on your death hook, he can just mori you anytime.
Yeah.
So he hit somebody right at the edge, and they, like, their icon said that they escaped and they were crawling out, but he was still in range that he moried them past the past where he couldn't walk any further.
That's
and it counted as a kill.
That's pretty sick.
That's awful.
That's hilarious, though.
It's like, I am free!
It's
Wait!
in the mori, you just see like the black like fence like up there, like like you thought you could escape.
You thought you escaped.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
would really suck.
That'd be pretty bad. Have you guys enjoyed the winter event?
Oh yeah, I love
I
being a
haven't gotten
snowman.
a chance to play it yet.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
shit. So there was a I saw a couple TTVs in my lobby, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have some fun with these guys, right? Because you like showboating a little bit, And anyways, so I ran into a glitch, and I didn't know it was a glitch at the time. The one person was running head on, the one TTVer. I came walking into the killer shack in a snowman. They jumped out of the lock. They slowly walked out of the locker in front of me, and so I just attacked him, and put him down. After the game was done, at the end, I just assumed that they thought, oh well, he's one of my allies, just playing around. He's another survivor, not the killer. Like maybe they didn't realize the killer or whatever. So I went into the TTV's chat, and they were all yammering about it. And I guess what had happened is while she was in the closet and I was in the snowman, I was invisible, and as soon as she came out of the locker, I popped up like the hag while I was playing Legion and put her down on the ground.
What?
So far,
Uh,
that's like the silliest thing to have happened. But yeah, I
wow.
thought that was pretty interesting.
So weird.
I
I
probably would
haven't
have
heard anything
screamed
about
like a
that.
little girl, but
Oh yeah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'll see if I can get the clip of the clip of the event happening there. But yeah, that
It's
was
weird.
that was that was a funny one. Something's been happening with Wesker too is when I do my lunge attack, and somebody's been dead harding at a certain time. I grab it does the grab animation. It shows the person like they're being held up on a hook, like their grabbed animation from Wesker's. But they're just running around and they're completely fine. So it looks like that guy on the commercials who's like riding an imaginary motorcycle. You just have the survivor running around the map like that. So couple bugs, but all of them have
well,
been like fun, not like really bad ones.
I've had that happen, and that's been a bug for a while.
Yeah.
So
Um,
weird.
I remember I dead hard from a Wesker, and it did that, and I was so shocked. I've never seen anything like it, and I was playing as Survivor, just running around. And I remember the Wesker came up to me, he just stopped and he just stared at me, shook his head, and then just
So you can see that animation as the player as well.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's really cool. I thought it was just something that messed up on my configuration.
The only thing a Survivor could keep that animation the entire game if they wanted to, but the moment I think they drop a pallet or heal or anything, it fixes itself.
Gotcha.
It's I've been having fun with it. Like being able to like be the killer and hop in a snowman. I think that's funny.
Hmm.
It
I
is
can make
fun.
the most of it.
I've gotten in with people where we've made a snow family of just 5 people dancing around in the center of the town. You can give each other high fives.
You get blood points for high five and snowman.
Do you? That's
Yeah,
that's good to know. That's good to know. Yep.
I did not
So
know that.
high
yeah,
five all the snowmen.
hop in your snowman and give some high fives, everybody.
Yeah, tis the season. I mean, we got what, another 24 days of this Christmas event?
I believe so. And we'll have
Something like that.
Ada's first single cosmetic coming in here soon in a couple days.
Ooh,
It'll
what are
be
we
the-
getting?
A Christmas sweater.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think Jill Valentine is getting also a Christmas sweater with stars backwards.
Ooh.
That's right.
No.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh.
Other than Dead by Daylight, I've been watching the last season of The Walking Dead. I decided to get the free trial for 7 days and made a decision that I was going to cut through the entirety of the 11th season of The Walking Dead, which is like 20 some 50-minute episodes. So
Oh my goodness.
What are you watching the last season on?
right now it's just on Amazon. I have it through AMC Plus.
Okay.
So,
I might have to go ahead and do that at some point. I'm on season 9 right now.
Yep.
think
I think you can get to season 10, but you can't get to season 11
Yep.
on Netflix. But yeah, so far I've liked it. Now, The Walking Dead, like, they have some pros and cons with their series. Like, there are some seasons that were really good. I don't think there's ever been a season as bad as The Farm. I hated The Farm season. It was either season 2 or
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Because 3 was the prison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it dipped in quality for a bit there. I think this season there's a whole lot of political messaging, which is a little annoying to me. Like, I don't want to get that into the weeds of things and see the writers pretty transparent political views. Like, let's just let's make a cool show, and like it just feels a little weird. Like, no spoilers or anything like that, but it doesn't completely take me out of it, but it just feels a little weird and injected at points.
It's noticeable.
Yeah,
I think
it's
the
noticeable.
problem is a lot of things are getting that way right now. A lot of shows, whether they be old or new, the later seasons, if they're old, like they're starting to get political with things, and I don't care for that. Like, just show me some action, show me a good story that's not overly political. Like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, and with The Walking Dead, like, some amount of politics makes sense. Like, they're dealing with different settlements and that type of thing, but it just felt a little heavy-handed or a little ham-fisted.
It's like you're up against zombies. Like, there's no real big politics that you need. It's like, hey, we're up against zombies. I'm still human. You're still human. Oh, let's team up.
Oh, you would think that's how it works.
Oh,
That's what I want
trust
you
me.
to say.
You're in for a wild ride.
Yeah.
Like,
If people could do that, they wouldn't have gone 11 seasons of The Walking Dead.
well, I made it all the way up to like a couple. Like, AJ knows how far I'm into and stuff like that with like good old Carl and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
like, I know how it goes. Like, people are greedy, people are stupid. It's like, you have a common enemy. It's like, maybe, focus your forces and get rid of that problem. But people are absolutely fucking stupid
Yep.
and decide to fight against each other.
Yep. There's a lot of plot lines that are good in this season, but there's just one of the major ones I'm not really a huge fan of. But overall, like, I still like it. I'm enjoying it. Like, we're cutting through the episodes pretty quick here. So, but yeah.
I'm having a hard time watching it when I'm at work. I feel like there's quite a bit of kind of like filler episodes a little bit, but they've
More talk, less zombies is pretty much what's going on.
yeah, I mean it's just slow.
What season are you on right now?
I just started 9.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which and it is or is it 10? I think it's 9. I don't know how far along you are, Tyler, so I can't really say anything.
I don't know, like, how
I
far
think I'm-
Greg's getting into stuff, so I don't want to say too much of a spoiler either.
I know it all. I looked up key points online because I didn't want to sit through 20 some episodes at
Yes.
hour apiece.
Oh yeah, we did talk.
I
about
just
that.
looked up. Yeah, just give me the.
Spark noted the test.
Yeah,
my-
yeah.
I watched the last season was where Negan gets he gets captured finally, and like they decide to keep Negan alive, and that's
Okay.
where people are kind of like, wait, but he killed Glenn. It's like, yeah, but he can repent, and that was like the ending episode, but I don't know anything after that.
Gotcha.
I'm in the season after that.
I really like Negan as a character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like him a lot as a character. The actor does a great job. The same actor is going to be Mephisto in the MCU.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, looky here.
So he was also on Supernatural too. Like,
He was.
he's done really good in all the roles he's been in. I've liked him.
Oh yeah.
Who did
I
you
already-
say
I
in
just-
Supernatural?
Oh,
The
he's
Dean- yeah, the
he's
dad.
dad. He's young dad.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the enemy of season 1
Yeah.
because it takes over his body or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. The only time I didn't like him was, of course, like when he killed Glenn. I'm like, damn, really? It's like
Yeah.
not Glenn.
See, I was upset, but I didn't hold that against Negan. I was like,
I
Negan,
could,
you're a badass. Why do you got to kill my man Glenn, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like out of
I mean,
everybody,
like, I
come
was
on.
just like, I was
Yeah,
like,
like kill Sasha or whatever. Like, get
Yeah.
that bitch
like
gone
when
early.
he killed Abraham, like I was shocked because he just like straight up murdered his ass. But then I was like,
So gonna
I still
kill
have
him.
respect for him. But then he went and killed Glenn. I'm like, not Glenn. I was like, he didn't deserve that.
Actually, if anyone's to blame, it's fucking Daryl for striking him.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
Daryl would have just taken that shit on the chin, Glenn would still be alive. It's because
Yeah.
he stood up that Negan's like, okay, another one's gonna die.
Mhm.
Now, between Glenn and Daryl, I love Glenn, but I'd rather Glenn go than Daryl.
Yeah,
Daryl's too much of a
sorry, Glenn.
badass.
Yeah.
Daryl's a fucking goat. And like the crazy thing is like he's not even an original character. Like he's like an add-on.
Yeah, he wasn't from the comics. Yep.
And he's like
That's the
one
strength
the
of
best.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, I loved him in Boondock Saints. He was really good
Mhm.
in that. Yeah, I like Norman Reedus. He's a good actor. He kind of plays the same character, but you know.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of actors like that, though.
yeah,
Oh,
Jason
sure.
Statham's one too. We had this talk like many episodes ago about Jason Statham.
I love Jason Statham, but he is the same character every
Well,
fucking
Big
time.
Tony. The Rock is the same thing too.
I do love that
Right,
Jason
yeah.
Statham movie where he has to keep doing something the entire time or something really bad's going to happen.
Right.
And like it's just high octane, adrenaline filled entertainment, you know?
Yep, that's Cranked. Crank High Voltage 2 was weird.
I love the Transporter series too.
Oh yeah. The first one was still the best. But yeah, I loved that trilogy. It was so good. I even kind of like this character in Fast and Furious.
I can't vouch for Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
I like Fast and Furious. It's a rundown pony. Like I get it. Like it just needs to stop. But I like Jason's character in there because I mean it's the same
Yeah,
thing,
okay.
but he adds his humor into there.
Did you know that Paul Walker, he was on his phone when he died? Did you know that?
No,
Yeah, he was on his phone. He was also on his dashboard, his steering wheel, his windshield. He was all
sidewalk.
over everything.
The look on AJ's face when he realized where it was going.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, what? He wasn't driving, so that doesn't matter. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, man.
wasn't
That's
driving, but
a-
he was all over the driver's seat.
Oh,
John,
he
I
was.
must say that was a well done joke right there. Bravo.
I appreciate that.
A little overcooked on the details, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gonna have to change his name from Paul Walker to I don't know, Paul Dying.
Paul Roaster.
Insert funny joke here.
Oh, good
I
job,
mean-
Greg. You rascal, you.
I mean that was a pretty hard roast. Not as hard roasted as he currently was in the car, but a roast nonetheless.
Maybe if he was Paul Driver, maybe he would make it.
He probably would have. So is this what we're just gonna do for the last 5 minutes? Is just roast the shit out of Paul?
Yeah, let's make fun of dead people.
some guy's been dead for like over 10 years.
This has been relevant at some point.
Well, maybe if they stopped making Fast and Furious movies, we would forget that he died. But it's all about the family, so we're gonna keep going until
Family.
like they all
They
die.
still put like memorials in the movies. I forget, like for Paul Walker.
Dude, I haven't even seen the last movie, so I have no idea.
Yeah. I stopped watching once they were like flying spaceships and shit.
Speaking about
that-
like memorials and movies, boy, I'll tell you what, Chadwick Boseman, I am so glad I don't have to hear about him in the MCU anymore.
Oh, you
Jesus,
so will.
that
Oh,
movie
no,
felt
you
like
will.
going to a freaking going to a reading. Like it was so many points in Black Panther 2. Did it feel like
Yeah.
so depressed?
Like I get why they need to talk about it. But it seems like every 20 minutes you turn around and it's like, oh man, did you hear T'Challa died?
Oh,
It's
did you?
terrible.
Rip Chadwick
Like,
Boseman.
I think
come
this was
on.
also like I had no issues with it. That's just me, and I don't want to spoil too much because somebody in this chat has not seen the movie yet.
Oh,
Um,
AJ, Chadwick
No.
Boseman is not in this movie.
No. Really?
technically, he's not, but
Sorry for
technically he
that
is.
spoiler, buddy.
But
I was
at
really
the same
looking forward.
time, it's for it's not so much for us. It's for them to like understand like where they have to go with things from here because they no longer have their king. There's no one. They only have their queen. But
Yeah.
you know they don't have a Black Panther, and they have to realize that like he was the only one left who had the herb inside of him, and they have to cope with this. They have to figure out like what are we going to do? We don't have our king. We don't have our sword and shield. We are on our own until something comes about.
That's true.
At
Plus,
least
he
they have
is
their.
So just so you know, when you watch this, it's basically Eulogy Simulator.
mhm.
Eulogy
But-
Simulator.
it's still good. Like to me, it's better than the first one.
No, I thought the
I
movie
liked
was
it.
really good.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint with it. But
No, I agree. I thought the movie was great. I had my attention the whole time, so that's a plus. Well, it's just annoying to hear like we get it. He died. You don't have to be like, did I not sacrifice enough? Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. On to the next.
Well,
on to the
I think
next.
I think a
It-
lot
like
of it like needed because of. Hey AJ, take your headphones off for a quick second for me.
It's okay.
I don't want to spoil anything for you though.
I've never been that picky with spoilers.
All right, well then I'm gonna spoil here. The biggest thing that I think was meant for all this was because I think her name was Sherry, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah, Sherry.
Sherry goes like half dead in to become the Black Panther, you know, she was supposed to meet T'Challa, but instead, who does she meet? She meets fucking Killmonger in that void. Because her character development was looking for revenge because of her brother dying. So all those emotions are building up inside of her, which pretty much forces Killmonger to make himself known and pretty much tells her, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, fuck what your brother said, fuck what your mom said. It's like, I'm the real deal. Like, I get shit done. Like, that's who you are. So she had to do like this pretty much soul searching character development. It's like, do I follow what my brother said or what my uncle said? And it's like, do I become the hero that my brother tried to be or become the villain and get my revenge and start killing people? And like, I was shocked when Killmonger showed up. I was like, holy shit. I did not expect him to be in the movie at all. So I think that was
That
the
was
main
a cool
reason why they
touch.
kept, yeah, because the movie was it's aw handsome.
Oh, that baby.
Anyways, it's like another big reason too why they kept talking about T'Challa is because she was so pissed of him dying that like literally her quote unquote was, "I will watch the world burn."
Mm-hmm.
Like she wanted nothing but revenge because of the death of her brother. So,
It's pretty violent.
well, yeah, that's why Killmonger showed up. He's like, yeah, just be like me. I am you. So,
Fair.
All right. Well, hey, AJ, thanks for coming on. And
Yeah. Thank you guys again. Always a good time.
yeah, absolutely. And we'll catch you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.